A lot of people have been asking me, what's your favorite pre-workout? What's your favorite strong pre-workout? Because of course, strong pre-workouts are not the same as regular pre-workouts. Now, not too long ago, I did make a video about the strongest pre-workout 4 months ago, but times have changed. And I do keep an updated list on my website, fitfreak.com. You can see the strongest pre-workout list. These pre-workouts are strong, but each one has like a unique feature that makes it a little different. So these ones are my favorite. But now the first one is not the strongest, but I do consider this company to make some of the best supplements, and that's Apollyon Nutrition's Assassin V8. Now this is not as strong as V7, I don't think, but in terms of energy and mood enhancing abilities type of thing, I think Assassin V8 does a good job, but V7 I think was a little better. But V8, if you're looking for something without DMHA, this is a very high energy pre-workout to take, and it's in fact one of the best you can take for energy. Although it may not be considered to be the strongest by most people, it's still a very strong pre-workout, and no matter how early you take it, your sleep quality will likely be affected by this pre-workout. That's how strong and long-lasting it is. So the formula is quite interesting. You can see the full review in this corner here or here. If you want to see the full breakdown, full article as well, it'll be in the description. But Assassin V8, Apollyon Nutrition, you can count on them for really strong pre-workouts. But the next one is a very surprising one. It took me by surprise. It's a very high energy, little bit of anxiety and jitters, but it's good nonetheless. El Jefe, this is V3. Although it's not really called V3, it is the newest El Jefe coming from AAC Supplements, aka Extremist Cartel. This is a very jittery type of pre-workout. This is one that'll give you just a little bit of anxiety. So if you are doing a very heavy PR and you want to like put your attention to it, and you want to put your most focus and energy into it, El Jefe is the way to go. But it's a very strong pre-workout. If I was looking for something that was going to give me the most, but with some side effects, anxiety and all this, I would accept it, and then I would take it once in a while. Like, this is not a pre-workout that you want to take and look forward to taking every day or every week even. This is like a very strong pre-workout. It's really well balanced with stimulants and nitric oxide boosters. But their El Jefe Gorilla, which is like a sister pre-workout, has more nitric oxide. So if you want something with more pumps but still high energy, then El Jefe Gorilla is a good choice. And you can see both of these reviews in the corner that YouTube puts it on. But I'm gonna make sure I can put all these pre-workouts in the description. But so far we had Assassin, El Jefe. Now we get into something a little more interesting. That's Wrecked and Rage. Wrecked and Rage is a very warm, euphoric type of pre-workout. It's not euphoric in the sense of like gulag level where you feel like you're in a really good mood. Wrecked and Rage is a very high nootropic focus as well as high energy, but it's more like a feel-good energy. There's always like a warm uplift to the mood, and it hits really well for that. And I think it does very well. But if you want something with more nitric oxide boosters, then the original Wrecked is the way to go. This is like a massive pre-workout that has everything you need. The next two pre-workouts are coming from Dark Labs, surprisingly, but it doesn't have any DMAA. It has instead DMBA, and that's Barbaric and Undead. These two pre-workouts are essentially the same thing, with Undead being like 1% stronger, like a little bit stronger. And both of these are targeted in different regions of the world. But essentially both of these crack pre-workouts are very urgent type of pre-workouts with good energy, but very urgent type of pre-workouts. But the tolerance does build up quick, and you want to be careful and you don't want to use it too regularly, or else you will build a tolerance. But the good news is the tolerance does reset quite quickly. And the tolerance does build up, but once I take a few days off, it's fine. Like, it's like back to normal, back to business as usual. Both of these pre-workouts are highly urgent pre-workouts, highly aggressive in that sense. But there's also Crack Primal if you want something that's a little less urgent but still like high energy and good mood. Crack Primal is a good choice. I really like that pre-workout. Now the next pre-workout is a little controversial when it comes to pricing, but it's Cannibal Forex Amped. This is a really nice pre-workout. I've taken it so many times. It's one I look forward to taking, mainly because it's high stimulant and it's high energy, but it's DMHA combined with aerogenesis. So it's like a combined euphoric energy, mood uplifting as well. But there's also like an interesting aspect to it where it increases strength, in that I can push more weight. I feel like I'm very strong every time I take it, and it's a very nice, well-rounded pre-workout. But the bad news is it's a bit expensive. It's like $69.99 US, so kind of expensive, but it's one to try if you can get it on sale, or if you get a discount code like mine, FitFrick, you can get a bit off and save a little bit. But essentially it's a very nice, well-rounded pre-workout. So far we covered Assassin for that high energy, El Jefe, anxiety and jitters, but really high energy, and then Crack Primal, Crack Barbarian, very urgent pre-workouts, Wrecked and Rage, Mood, Warm, like a warm mood enhancing type of pre-workout. I do have one more thing to add to the list, and that's Crack, the newest one from Dark Labs, and that's, I know, without DMAA. Like everyone else, I was thinking, I was a little like, it doesn't have the same stimulants, it can't be the same. They reformulated it and it's not the same ingredients, it's no longer the same formula. But the experience is something else, let me tell you that. It's completely different. It's very nice, let me tell you that. You have to try it. It's experience that is comparable to the actual DMAA version. Makes you kind of think, are they still using the same formula? It's not really the same experience, but it's definitely euphoric. And it's nice, I like it, but it's not like survival mode either, but it's super awesome. Crack by Dark Labs, definitely one that I would add to this list. I would recommend it. Now, if you ask me to pick one or two pre-workouts from this list, like if I had no choice, I had to go to an island and I had no access to any more pre-workouts, I would probably pick Ferox Amped because it's such a nice pre-workout. But my second choice would likely be Bulk Black, although it's not the strongest pre-workout and it's not one that I mentioned in the list. It's naturally flavored and it has 300 milligrams of caffeine, which makes it enough. There's one more pre-workout that I have been enjoying, and that's Sinister by Panda and Black Magic Supply. This is a collab pre-workout and I found it to be extraordinary. When it comes to ergogenic aids, and the stimulants are just enough. It's not like a Stim Junkie pre-workout where you feel such a high energy, such high focus. Everything is there, but it's not anxiety, it's not jitters. It's just perfect, it's just enough. It's just, I think, in my opinion, the energy is just right. Although it probably could use a little DMHA or something a little bit more fun in that, but Sinister is a good choice. I find it to be a well-rounded pre-workout, and if you look at the dosages, the complete formula, it's a monster of a pre-workout, and it also has high stimulants. Now, so those are my favorite pre-workouts, and I do want to give some honorable mentions. The first one, Bulk Black. It's not the strongest pre-workout, but it has 300 milligrams of caffeine and it's naturally flavored, and I cannot go wrong with this pre-workout. It's so good in terms of energy. It's not the most energizing, but the caffeine, 300 milligrams, if you think about that, that's enough. But I really enjoy Bulk Black because it's naturally flavored. I don't see why most companies wouldn't move towards, naturally flavored pre-workouts, especially when it comes to the strongest pre-workouts, because we're not looking for that flavor, we're looking for that experience. Now, if you ask me to pick like one or two pre-workouts from this list and I couldn't get any more, I'm pretty sure I would pick Ferox Amped, because it's like an all-in-one pre-workout. It's a fun pre-workout as well. It gives really nice mood enhancing effects, and the formula is quite good, not only for energy but also for strength and performance. I find Ferox Amp to be really good in that sense. But if I had a second pre-workout to take, well, actually, maybe let me change that. The first pre-workout might be Bulk Black because it's highly energizing, although it's not part of the list officially. Bulk Black is just high energy and it's naturally flavored. My second choice would be Ferox Amped. So as I mentioned, Dark Labs is no longer making DMAA pre-workouts, but if they still were, then this list would be a little different. I would probably pick Crack OG. This is like a very nice pre-workout, so if you can get your hands on Crack OG, I don't mean the new one, I'm talking about the one with DMAA. This is a very nice, high energy, high pump type of pre-workout. But if you want to get any of these pre-workouts, you can check the links in the description. And remember, the strongest pre-workout doesn't necessarily mean the best pre-workout. It just means it has really strong energy and focus, and it's made for those who have built a tolerance to the other pre-workouts and are no longer finding them effective. So with that, I hope this list helped you. You can check out fitfrick.com for the latest rankings, and if you've enjoyed this, please leave a comment or a thumbs up, whatever works for you. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.